feel like I can just, hey, light skin Puerto Rican, mama Sita, Bonita, sweeter, and I know you understand tequila. You too fun again, so you just keep up.
What's up, everybody? Thanks for joining us again today. I appreciate you all returning and everything. Today, here with 2K Kenny.
Yo.
How you doing tonight?
Chilling alright, man.
Before we get into it, I want to take a second and say, I like to give a little example of an artist's work. Before we talk about it, give some context on who they are and everything. You're about to see that now. If you want to skip that and just get to the interview, that time code is Magic Voice. Insert here.
2 minutes, 2 seconds.
We belong together. Anything that you ask me to do, girl, I'ma do. Damn, I'm sippin'. Said you was blind to love, you running out of love. You don't gotta worry, I stress, I got the prescription. That says plenty fish in the sea, but I ain't fishing. If I ain't got you on my side, I feel my mission. I wanna know what we on, call your phone and see where we going, what's the move. I'm like, oh my God, I feel like I'm up on drugs. I don't care where we go, I'm addicted to your love, your love, your love. Moved to Atlanta, now you wildin'. D&D, I got you on silent. Cause when I see you with a nigga, it get violent. Isolated away, I'm on the island, chillin' in Hawaii. And when it all comes down, I'm on my Drake shit, girl.
Thank you. Alright, what's up, man? How you doing tonight?
Doing alright, man. It's a beautiful day to be alive.
Alright, so let's get into it. In Hawaii right now, second shoot I've been able to do here. What brought you to Hawaii, man?
Surprisingly, the military.
You in the Navy?
Yeah, I'm in the Navy.
Been there a couple of years?
Yeah, I've been there for about 2 years.
Okay, alright. And how long have you been making music?
About 2 years.
About 2 years?
Yeah, I actually started, I always sung and stuff, but I started making music when I was in the delayed entry program.
Oh, yeah.
Like I just started going to the studio. I was in the delayed entry program for about a year. And it got to the point before I joined, I was like, I don't really join, man. There's no way I could like make music and still be in the Navy. Knowing that like I low-key feel like since like me being in the Navy, I met so many different people and so many cool people that like I wouldn't be in the position that I am right now. I wouldn't be in Hawaii if it wasn't for the military. So I try to be grateful for it at a different angle.
Yeah.
So
where are you from then?
I am from Texas.
Texas? What part?
Austin.
Austin. I don't really know anything about Texas except that I know a lot of people from there.
Yeah, that's the military for you.
Yeah, a lot of people come from Austin. Alright, so you said you've been making music for about 2 years, but before that you were like singing and everything.
Yeah, so I would my dad and my aunties, they would always make me like sing Bruno Mars and stuff like that in the living room, and then my Uncle Cersei, I would sing at the church. Not too crazy, but like, I guess I was focused on basketball, and then I always was working on music, like, always was singing and stuff until it got to the point one day my dad was like, make your own, like, why don't you make your own music? And I was like, I don't know. And then it just kind of popped off. Yeah. But it's crazy how it worked out though, because it's always been like in the back of my mind though, just like music.
Yeah.
So now I'm running that race that a lot of people are running.
Huh.
Yeah.
Okay. So when was the first what would you say is the point where it like actually started? Like maybe first time in the studio for a song?
When I say like I actually started, meaning like I was like, oh,
whatever it means to you.
Okay, so I was in the studio and I was recording. I was at a home studio with my boy Chaesar, emailing.
Yeah, I saw one of your songs together.
Yeah, that's my boy. Shout out to E-Man. And you know, like I seen how he was doing it. He was teaching me how to do it. My dad would always say I would be scared of the mic because I didn't know how to. I guess I didn't know, I was new to it and I wouldn't be loud. But I booked a studio session at this place called Split Sign Studios in Austin, and I worked with this engineer that had worked with The Weeknd. He worked on his album. Yeah. So he was a little bit more twisted than the other engineers. And I remember when I went in there, I was doing it, I was doing my little thing, I was singing my song or whatever. Then I came out, and then E-Man went into the booth, and he just, he laid it down.
Yeah.
And then I went back in there, and the engineer, he was like, on me. Are we allowed to cuss?
Yeah.
Okay. He was on my ass, he was really getting on me, and I was like, man, he pulled me out. My dad didn't even do nothing because you see my dad set it up.
He was there.
Yeah, my dad was there. Yeah, my dad's always there. But not obviously not now because I'm a wife. But back in Austin, and my dad didn't say anything or anything, and I was like, what? He's like, I need to talk to you outside. And he pulled me to the side. I remember it was yesterday. He was like, you're talented, but you're not gonna go anywhere if you don't start taking it serious. You see E-Man, he goes in there, he already knows what he says, he got his ad-libs laid down, all this and all this, boom, boom, boom. And then I was just he's like, you understand me? And I was like, yes, sir. Yeah. So then from that day on, ever since that day on, I've been taking my music so serious, it's not even.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I remember, I'll never forget that day. Yeah.
That was the producer you worked with, you said The Weeknd?
Yeah, the engineer that worked with The Weeknd. His name was David something. I don't know. I haven't worked. That was my one and only time working with him.
Yeah. That's crazy.
What he told me that stuck with me, and I was like, after that day, I just started thinking, I was like, man, all right, well, here we go. I'm really feeling trying to do this.
Man, that's crazy. That's fire, actually.
Yeah, I remember that day like it was nothing.
Holy shit, that's like a turning point.
Yeah. I didn't even realize it at the time, but that happened. I was just like, man,
damn,
this is real life. Okay, I'm really gonna do this.
Mm-hmm. So is there history of music in your family?
Not that I know of. I guess I know most of my mom's children can sing. Though my older sister, she okay. my younger sister, though, she's a very, very talented. She doesn't even have to try. She can sing really, really well. And then my other younger sister can sing. And then I'm the oldest of 10.
Oldest of 10?
Yeah.
Dang. Down.
Yeah. So a lot of my siblings do have musical talents. But as far as anybody in my family being able to sing, I got a couple cousins that can sing too, I guess. I guess I'm just the only one that's pursuing this. So, yeah.
That's cool. Huh. Yeah. Okay. So I got 2 questions that I've been wanting to ask you since I was doing my research, stalking you,
Yeah.
I'll start with the first one I'll try to explain it this again. When I was going through your Spotify, your Instagram, I didn't check out your Apple Music, I just stayed on Spotify on Apple Music, which is broke. One thing that I noticed is that sort of a correlation between your Spotify and your Instagram is, it seemed like, correct me if I'm wrong, you put a lot of effort into, I don't know if professional, media is the right word, but when I say that, I work with a lot of people, I see a lot of people, you see a lot of people out there who, they love what they do, they grind their fucking ass off. But then a lot of people don't really have that little extra attention to detail. Mm-hmm. And so going through your Instagram specifically, I noticed a lot of fucking reels, a lot of nice looking photos, a lot of professional edits, stuff like that. And then going through your Spotify, one thing that really caught my mind is when I went all the way down to your first song in 2020, that was the one with, what did you say his name was? Yeah. Shout out. And then going to your to the one, your most recent one, which is on Spotify, Treasure. 2022.
Yeah.
When I saw him. I listened to the first one. I was like, that sounds good. You know, I like it. Oh, it sounds good. I listened to Treasure. I'm like, damn. I can tell he's come far because the sound difference. Because the first one 2020 sounded good. The one 2022 sounded mad professional.
Yeah, that's Sosa mixed that. Shout out to Sosa.
Yeah. So, what would you say is like? What's your drive? Like, what makes you get that little attention to detail?
Okay, so I used to do like highlights and stuff like that, and my boy Timeout Vari, like he was kind of there from the beginning of my journey too. Yeah. He was like he would always tell me, he would be like, "Hey Kenny, man, you need to make sure that your page is set up right. You need like." So I gave him my password, and he took down all my regular photos, I guess you could say like that. And he kind of trained me and molded me into like making sure my social media looks, you know, set so people can take me more serious. Kind of like the, you know, like dress for success.
Yeah.
That was really like his doing on me, like numerous of phone calls and just like videos of him like, you know, just kind of teaching me and telling me this. Also, this guy named Alex, shout out to B13. He also like helped me with that too. But yeah, I kind of noticed it when I would look at other artists' pages like around me. Like you know, you can't just have me personally. I was like, all right, like I want people to take me as serious as possible.
Yeah.
I don't just want to have, you know, bullshit on my page, or, you know, like, or no disrespect to the people that use the Triller videos. I don't want it to just, I want you to like, I want you to be able to tell like, yeah, like, man, I really do this. So I just try to look my best and professional when it comes to like my page. And yeah, I'm glad, I appreciate that you like, that you noticed that. And as far as like me getting better with music, I'm just practicing when I can, or you know, like practicing every day. At least I listen to a beat at least, like, you know, try to freestyle at least once a day.
Yeah.
And it's just really about, I just get more comfortable in the studio. But I know there's still more room for improvement, so I'm just really trying to get there.
Yeah.
But yeah, Barry, shout out to Timeout Barry. He really helped me with like making, like, you know, learning how to make my page look more professional.
Yeah. Okay. So my next question then is, what would you say is your style of music?
That's a good question. I can't answer it. I don't know what my style is. Like I'm 2 years in, and I'm literally still trying to figure that out. I know I'm R&B, but I want to like mix it to like, I am a better singer than I am a rapper, but I'm still trying to be cool to where it's like a point where like sometimes I don't need auto-tune, or like, you know, sometimes I might throw a little auto-tune on there and mix it up, but I still want to rap on there. So I'm really just trying to create my style right now. I don't know. Yeah. I don't know my style, to be honest.
I feel that. Okay. So a lot of times, every time, you know, where we're from influences everything we do. That's especially true when where we're from is like, it's who we are. Mm-hmm. And who we are is artists, you know? Mm-hmm. So can you tell me a little bit about what growing up in Austin was like for you and everything?
Growing up in Austin was, I don't want to make it sound negative, because, you know, like, I'm the oldest of 10, mm-hmm. So 10 kids, like, you know, kids are expensive, so, yeah. You know, I kind of raised my brothers and sisters, or I would say I helped my dad raise my brothers and sisters. Yeah. You know, I made a lot of sacrifices. As being the oldest, I even talked to my dad, and I would tell my dad, you be being too easy on them. Yeah, like, that type stuff. But I'm actually happy that things panned out the way it did because like I learned a lot. Like I learned how to be humble and I learned to be more grateful for like stuff. Like, you know, I got Chaesar right now, but like growing up, I didn't have those until like I did move to Odessa. I did move to Odessa for like towards the end of my high school year, and I was playing ball at this place at this school called New York Christian Academy. So, but like, yeah, but before then, like I was like, it was humble beginnings for sure. But I wouldn't change it at all. But it also was fun though. Like I got like a tight bond with my brothers and sisters. Like, you know, like I always got somebody I can call.
How many? You said you're oldest of 10. How many girls and boys is that? How many brothers and sisters you got?
7 girls and 3 boys.
Oh, that's big.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. So, what would you say like makes you keep making music, man?
It's a passion. I love it. It's therapy for me. You know, if I be at work and I have a hard day or whatever, or even just like, you know, dealing with women and like, you know, I'm a certified lover boy, so you know, I'm getting my heart broke a little bit sometimes, you know. And it's fun. Like, man, like it's like fun. Like I'm doing this right now. This is fun to me. What's time right now? Is it
10:57?
Yeah, like you know what I'm saying. I just got done shooting a video, and now I'm here. Like it's just fun to me.
Yeah.
It's like a passion. So like the way I look at it is like, man, I don't care if a million people see me or just 10 people see me. Yeah. You know. I'm gonna still do it because it's just me and who I am.
Yeah. Tell me a little bit about the shoot you just came from.
So I got a song coming out called Diablo, and it's supposed to be dropping February 20th. And I'm excited about this one because I've been getting a lot of feedback for it. So I'm willing to see what it does. I think it's gonna be like one of my biggest songs.
Let me see. Pause these mics for a second. Make sure we're actually recording.
I hope so.
That's what I'm saying.
Yo. Yeah, man. If you notice, the audio just changed. I think we're having some slight audio issues, but got them all fixed up and everything, and show goes on and everything. You already know how it is. Another thing is, I hope you like the studio because we found, shout out, Black Goose Studio out here recording this, everything. But we don't have too much time today. Probably gonna be a shorter episode. So, can you tell me about right now what you have going on in the works, what your focus on in life is right now?
Damn, that's a good question. My focus in life right now, I would say I'm trying to rebuild my relationship with God. Yeah, I know I need to work on that. I know we all sinners and everything like that, but like, yeah, right now that's my number one focus right now is trying to rebuild my relationship with God and you know, make sure that's straight before anything else.
Yeah.
Because, you know, I can't do anything else without, you know what I'm saying, if I'm not good with God. Yeah, I do believe in God, for sure.
Yeah.
So that's like my main focus right now.
Does that like affect your music, playing your music?
Yeah, like sometimes I be thinking like, you know, like I make love songs and everything like that. So like, I'm not really uplifting God though. So it's like I just so sometimes I get like a little fun about that because, you know, I'm not really I do want to I'm gonna come up with a gospel EP.
Yeah.
But I mean that's gonna come for sure. But I just don't want to like play with God like that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like I take God very seriously, and I just that it does interfere. Yeah, it does interfere with my music a little bit. Because sometimes I was thinking like, man, like, am I? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not really uplifting God, so I don't really know like where to go. I'll be talking to my uncle about it.
Do you I'm thinking for for other artists out there who's Christians, do you think that like focusing on music, trying to build a career in music, like for others out there who may be going through the same thing, do you think it's wrong to like focus and put a lot of time and effort into a music career?
No, not at all. That is pretty much all I do outside of work is my music. Whether that be, see, again, shout out to Time Out Word again. Not just like my, you know, you gotta look the part too. So that goes for like photo shoots, you know, content making or whatever I can. You know, that wherever I go, like sometimes I might go in San Diego or something like, you know, I got my own studio, so you know, like I got a portable studio, so I bring it with me. But like, I'm putting like a lot of effort, like man. Like 110% for sure. Even though I still feel like I can work hard though, but I do feel like I am putting in a lot of work toward it, like to where other things in my life I put on the back burner. Not sure if it's healthy, but like it's like I'm full throttle, like pretty much. I know sometimes it's good to take breaks, but like I'm not taking any breaks right now. I gotta at least, you know, make some type of noise. I'm just trying to get my voice heard. I just want people to hear my music.
Yeah. So what are your goals then with all the work you're doing? What's your goals?
So my small time goal is to really just to get to like 10,000 listeners, 10,000 Spotify listeners. I mean, what is it?
Monthly.
Yeah, I wanna create a consistent stream. I guess I want like a consistent stream.
Yeah, I know.
And to be able, the ultimate goal is to be able to make money off my music, to be able to perform, you know, to make a living off my music.
Yeah.
Because right now I'm just dumping money in it. I'm seeing little returns.
Same.
But little is better than none, though. You feel me? You gotta have a good mindset like that. So, that's the ultimate goal, is just to get a return on my music. Because who doesn't want to get paid to do something that you love? So that's my goal with that.
So what's your daily like work look like? I know you're full time in the military. What's it like? What's the work include?
Work is a lot though, because being a sailor, it really does take a lot. Like you're not just a sailor, you're a firefighter, you're a maintenance man, you're all of the above. You know, you just don't do one thing, and you know, and the workload doesn't stop. It's always coming. The work is ever finished.
Do you is it hard for you to balance the two between like full time? Obviously, your life is like you signed a contract, so you're in the military, you know. But then also like this is your passion. Do you find it hard to balance that? I don't find it hard to balance it, but I feel like it gets me in trouble sometimes. Like, I walk around the ship a lot of time with my AirPod in it. That's like a bad thing, you know. Like, you know, in uniform you can't have it on, but I have been there listening to a beat. I'm always listening to a beat, you know, where I got band labs, so like I record something on my phone. You know, I'm at work, not looking around, you know, record a little something on my phone or something like that. Like I'm always trying to like keep sharp at it. So no, I don't have trouble balancing it. It is a little tough at times, but you know, like, you know, if this is what you want, but you can't have no excuse. But so not really. Because that's pretty much, we're all in the same boat of whatever you're doing. Most everybody, every artist who watches this, who I've talked to, is like full time working and then just doing this because it's not because they're getting money or not much money, you know. I know I'm not getting any money.
What about you? Do you find this like do you find it hard to balance it too?
In the fact that like energy and time.
You're not lying.
The energy part is the worst. But that's like any job, you know. So I'm always just trying to like maximize the free time and energy I do have, you know.
Free time. That was perfect. Like you answered that perfect. Time is the most important thing. Because, you know, we don't have, I feel like military people don't have free time.
Yeah, crazy.
I put in an insane amount of work hours, bro. Like, it's crazy.
Yeah. I think, I do feel like I'm in a good, like, where I do have a lot of, like, free time and, like, relatively a lot of free time. And, like, money isn't really an issue. Because most of my shit's paid for, you know.
Oh,
just off the rip.
You don't ever have to, like, be, like, dumping in, you know, after, like, marketing.
Oh, yeah, so I do that. So I have a lot of, like, spare money to do that, to build, save, invest, you know, invest in, like, a business. I just started my first LLC not too long ago. So I am grateful, you know, military gave me a lot of opportunities that I would not have otherwise. You know, like a lot of chances, shit to do, you know, everything. Like connections, networking. And
man, networking is crazy.
Yeah.
You don't know what people be doing. Like it's all right there at the grip of your hands.
Yeah.
I love the people that I don't want this to be like a military thing, but like I love the people that I met. It's like the people that some people that I met in the military are like more family than like, you know, like some of the cousins I have, or like, you know, some of the, you know, like these people become like their real life family.
So, how has it been as far as making music, recording, shooting music videos, shooting content for social media, anything? How has that whole process been? Is it like, has it been like putting a team together, doing it all yourself, or what?
I wouldn't say necessarily I have a team yet. Shout out to Ryan and Caleb and Alex. So those are the main. Shout out to the CJ. Those are the main videographers that I work with. So it's like more like, I guess it's kind of a team. Like it's more like a relationship.
Yeah.
You know, because you know, like, you know, I don't get a lot of bread like that. So you know, they be making like small deals and stuff for me with Jack helps out a lot. But like if I had more money, oh my goodness, I would shoot a video every week, every day if I could. So yeah, I guess you can say that it's close to a team, but like just the whole process is like, like, man, I know I need content. I need these people to see that, like, you know, I don't want them to forget about me. I want to keep them in front of their face.
So what's your favorite part then about making music?
The feeling that I get while I'm making it, and the feeling that like I go to sleep with my AirPods in.
Yeah.
And then it's like this is this weird thing, like for me, like when I kind of wake up out of my sleep a little bit in the middle of the night and I hear my music, it's just like the words that I be saying or like something that I really feel is just like it just sounds like, man, it sounds good. Then I go back to sleep. And then I don't know, man. I just like seeing myself on camera. Like I love looking at my music videos. Like I just love it all. Like everything about it, I love it. Like I love even talking about music, even when people want to just, you know, hear about it. So
So explain to me. Can you go a bit more in depth on like the emotions you feel in everything, every aspect, and sort of what that all means to you? You know?
Yeah. So, I don't know, you know, certified lover boy, I usually make music about females, so like, I don't know, I guess if a girl makes me feel some type of way, I don't really, I guess I'm a bad communicator, like sometimes, like, I just be like, you know what, I'm not gonna like say anything, I'm gonna just talk about it in my music to where I could just, you know, listen to it and just feel like, man, this is how I feel. This is like, it just hit different. I don't know. I guess I'm not really good at explaining that either, though. But it just heals me. I guess you could say that way. Like if I got my heart broke, quote unquote, or you know, something like that. It's like, man, like this is like, you don't feel that, like when, you know, when you listen to music and somebody say something, it's like, man, you're not lying. It's something true. So it's kind of like that, I guess. I wear my heart on my sleeve. So, I don't know, some people view it as a good thing, some people view it as a bad thing, but I just be making music for me. And just hope that I can find people that relate to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's another big thing for me. Like, I'm trying to find my lane. Like, I don't know if I want to be like, hey, you know, like, I feel like I could be both, but I want somebody to be able, that's to answer your question earlier. I want somebody to be able to listen to my song and relate to it and just be like, man, like, I feel this.
Oh, yeah.
If I could connect with another person's soul, or like, you know, like I connect with another person and be like, man, Kenny, like that song that you wrote, I really felt that. Like, it made me feel some type of way.
Yeah.
Like, if it could touch them on a deeper level than just it sounding good, like, okay, yeah, it can sound good, but how did it make you feel? Like, it made you feel a certain type of way? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that would just be like, woo! That's just like, yeah, it makes it all worth it. It's like, hey, I appreciate that. It's like, you know?
Yeah. Huh. So, like, it's just easier for you to communicate thing? Like, communicate?
Yeah, I guess, like, when I make music, it's just easier for me to, like, express my feelings. Because, you know, I don't know. Like, I don't know. I'm weird about, like, expressing my feelings outright. Like, I guess, I don't know. I don't know why, but I am. But when I get in front of the mic and I get my headphones and just close my eyes, it's a different story.
Yeah. That's one of the reasons I like this format, is because, especially with, like, musicians, really every type of, like, artist, whether it's visual artist, like musician, it's real interesting to be able to see artists step out of like what they do regularly, whether it's like making music, whether it's paint, whether it's making videos, and then like instead of communicating their emotions and everything through that, like expressing it through words. It's real interesting to see.
Man. Yeah, I guess it is. Yeah, it's different. Like, I can't express my. I don't know. Like, I'm iffy about it. See, even just talking about it is like,
Yeah.
What? I don't know. I guess like a lot of men don't want to be like labeled a bitch or whatever. I wouldn't say like labeled a bitch, but it's like I hate when people be like, you a lover boy. Like, at first I used to hate it, but now I'm like, yeah, I am. I am. And I hope that my music can just touch somebody and they can like feel what I'm saying. That's all I want. I just want somebody to like feel what I'm saying in my music and connect with it.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Huh. So would you say you're in love with the process then?
Like as far as I became?
Just like everything. Would you say you're in love with making music?
I'm in love with making music. I'm in love with shooting music videos. I'm in love with beautiful women. I'm in love with women. I'm in love with. I'm just playing. I am in love with like my music though. Like, yes, I'm in love with the process of making the song and hearing what people have to say about it and shooting a video for it and then just seeing the final product of all that. It's like, man, it's like amazing. And I always look forward to time. Like, I don't know. Like for me, I'll be like, man, 5 years down the road, I hope like this is gonna be like this, and this. Like I'm glad I came this far. From like when I first started, I always, even when I was in boot camp, I just every night I went to sleep, I just dreamed about like, man, like I want to be able to do this. And like a couple months ago, I didn't even think I would be performing in front of everybody. I was like, man, I want to perform and I want this, like this exact moment. I guess you could say I manifested it. I don't know if I manifested it. I guess I did. I prayed about it too. So like even just being in this position like right now, like, you know, I'm grateful that you do this. Like, you know, even for somebody that want to hear me speak, it's crazy. Like, you know, I'm doing an interview right now. Like, I'm trying to live in the moment and be grateful for it, you know, like and really like embrace it, you know?
Yeah, take it all in.
Even when I'm on the stage and I'm just like, I got to perform in front of my family. You know, ever I started doing my music, I've been away from home. So I was never able, they never got to see me perform.
Yeah.
And I had a show here and it turned out well. Like I got a lot of support from people at my job, you know, friends I got on the island.
Yeah.
They came out and saw me, just being on the stage, looking out in the crowd and singing my song. And then when I went back home, I just wanted to perform in front of my family. And like, thank God I got the opportunity. Like God answered my prayers and He let that happen. And like, man, my music was playing. It was loud. You know, other people that didn't know me, they were at the event. You know, a couple of people more came up, and I connected with a couple more people through there.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's just, man, I can't explain it, man. It's amazing. Like I really feel like this is what I was put on the earth to do. Like I love it so much.
Damn. You hungry?
I feel like I am hungry.
Yeah.
I feel like I am hungry, and I am hungry. Sometimes I do be tired though, like we were bullshit about the energy part. Sometimes you feel like, man, I do not have the energy to like, you know, get up and do this side job, trying to get some money. But I mean, I feel like I'm hungry. And I hope other people can see it. I just want other people to, like, I appreciate you for telling me that. I want people to notice that I am putting this hard work in. Like, I hope it doesn't go unnoticed. I'm not doing it for attention, but, you know, it feels good to hear somebody say, I see it.
Yeah, that money comes from that attention.
Yeah. I'm like, man, no.
Huh. So, okay, then, you said something that, like, interested me there for a second. Before I ask you, I'm going to check the cameras and make sure they're good at once.
Yeah. Am I talking too much?
No, that's perfect.
Okay.
I want it. That's what I really want to create, like an environment and questions where you can just go.
Okay.
You know.
Cool.
No, I love that. I love hearing you talk and just explain everything. You know.
Yeah. Sometimes I feel like I'll be going overboard.
No, don't. Yeah. No. Seriously, say and everything that's on your mind. Say. All right, I want to hear it all, and they want to hear it all.
Bet.
So what would you say you feel like is your biggest, like, hurdle and struggle with all this?
With making music? Like I feel like my biggest hurdle is time and money. Is that like a valid answer? Like, you know, I know it takes money to make money. But like, God damn, y'all niggas milking my ass. And then time, you know, being away, like, you know, because some, you know, military, so sometimes I gotta, you know, go out to sea and stuff like that. I feel like those two are my biggest hurdles. Yeah, for sure. Because, you know, if you don't got no money, I can't do no reels, like, or, you know, no good camera work and stuff like that. That's why I got my own camera. I'm trying to learn how to, you know, do it by myself, but, you know, studio time and stuff like that. I cut costs by having my own studio, but it's nothing like going inside of it. I can't explain it. The vibe is different. Like when I love recording at home too, but a lot of my songs I made in my barracks room. Yeah. And when I tell people that, they be like, "What?" Even today, the song that I made that I'm releasing, February 20th, Diablo. Be on the lookout for that. Yeah, he didn't believe that I made it in my barracks room. I was like, yeah. So my engineer, you know, I met some on the island, but my main engineer, he's back in Austin. So I record here, and then I send it back to Austin for him to mix it, and it gets back to me. But yeah, a lot of people just didn't believe that I made music in my barracks room. So, but yeah, definitely time and money are the two hardest things for me. Yeah. Biggest hurdles. Yeah. You said earlier sometimes like you just like with the energy thing you might just not feel like it. Does that ever become an issue for you? And like, yeah. Wait, go ahead, finish it. Oh, just like I know for me it's an issue a lot of times where like I'm like, fuck, I get off work, I'm like, I'm so exhausted, like, and then I'll beat myself up for it, you know? Yeah, no, that is a big issue too, because I know like sometimes I need to be like, you know, like, dang, come on, 2K, you need to go do this extra. Like once I get off of work, that's why that kind of ties in the money, because like once I get off of work, it's like I can't be like, you know, I want to relax. Like, God damn, I'm tired after work. But that's no excuse though. That's why I be telling myself like, like, man, that's no excuse. You need to go do what you gotta do to go make this extra money, or you need to like get in the studio. Like energy is a big one.
Yeah.
Cause boy, I'd be tired as hell when I get off of work.
Yeah, facts.
But then I seen this video and he what's his name? I want to find his name, Paul. I have to find his name.
What type of person?
Huh?
What type of person? You can look. Don't
He's an artist himself, but he man, am I gonna find him? Please let me find his name.
Mainstream?
Yeah, he's like mainstream, but he's like really big on being independent. Oh, I can find him. I know how I can find him. I saved one of his videos. I'm gonna find it. Here it is. Oh, LaRussell. Yeah, I seen this video of LaRussell, and he was like, if you don't make it, it's because of you. Like, there's no excuses about it, no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Like, if you don't make happen what you want to happen, is solely on you because you didn't want to put the work in. And I was just like, man, he's like, he hitting me right in the chest.
Yeah.
So some days, I'm not gonna lie, I do slack, and like when I get off work and I'll be like, man, I need to go make some money, or I need to, make some content or something like that.
Yeah.
I'll be so tired, I just, don't feel like doing anything.
Yeah.
But I mean, I guess sometimes you do need a break, but I don't want that to like I don't want to get too comfortable with resting.
Yeah. Something for me is I am always trying to get to a point where like I can build the habit of doing it so that like my break becomes the work, so that like it re-energizes me instead of like draining me,
Yeah.
When like if I'm like, oh, I gotta edit this thing for a while, and maybe that's just like certain parts of the process that I don't enjoy, of like maybe doing like long repetitive edits or like draining or something like that, or like having to sit down and force myself to think and like focus when it's real hard to focus sometimes,
Yeah. Dang, you be bringing up some good points. That's another one. Focus, like when I be
so hard.
Sometimes I get writer's block, but I be like, man, why can't I come up with anything right now? Like, especially if like something in real life isn't happening.
Yeah.
I'd be like, man, why can't I come up with anything right now? I need to just, get in the booth and just see what I can come up. Russ, not LaRussell, but Russ, he said he feels like that's like the universe testing you. I don't know about the universe or whatever, like maybe like God testing you. How bad do you truly want this? Like, are you just going to sit there and like not do anything because you have writer blocks?
Yeah.
Or are you going to try to fight through? So, yeah. That is, it's hard. I would say like mental health, is a big thing too. Just in general, like, if you, a lot of stuff that goes on at work, you see a lot of stuff or whatever. You just want to come home and relax.
Yeah.
Get your mind off of stuff.
Yeah. Especially if your mind's like on the go all day, and then like you're like, damn, I just want to like,
But how many other people like, mine is on the go? You feel me? Like, don't get like there's always somebody out there working harder than you. So I'm just trying to make sure that there's less people working harder than me than I already have.
Yeah, and something that I think about is like my mind will start to make excuses, and I'm like, stop making excuses, and then I'm like, well, why stop making excuses? And I'm like, at the end of the day, if I do want to just chill, not do anything today, like I can, there's nothing wrong with that. A lot of people do that, and then it's like, you can do that. It's not like you're breaking some rule. It's not like you're breaking some law. It's not there's anybody, anything like that. It's like, but I want this certain thing. I want to reach this certain goal, and like I want to improve my craft. And at the end of the day, there's just no helping it. If I do just like let myself slack off, break the good habits I have, form those bad habits, it's like you can make all the excuses you want, but at the end of the day, it's just like cause and effect,
Yeah, I agree 1,000%.
Yeah, man. Fuck. What you said something in there that I had a question I wanted to ask on.
You can interrupt me, bro. Sometimes, like if I'm going, just interrupt me and ask that question.
No, I don't want to interrupt you though. What is it? No, it's right there. Oh, Fuck, it was one specific question that I really want to ask. All the time, yeah, let's see that. Now I'm chasing that rabbit hole of that question.
Yeah. Think, bro. Think. I ain't no rushing over here.
It's whatever. I'll just move on from it. So, and then it came back for me. How is your mental health doing right now then, if you bring that up?
My mental health is, I'm at a point right now where I'm just like, I don't know. My mental health, I just want to be, I don't even know, bro. I can't answer that question. I don't know how my mental health is. Like,
yeah.
It's not bad. Like, it's not like, oh, I'm thinking about hurting myself or, you know, nothing like that. But it's like,
yeah, it don't got to be nothing
tired.
crazy.
Like, I don't know. I don't even know. How is my mental health? Damn. I don't know.
Because I feel like, the reason I ask that is because I feel like, at least for me, I've realized is like when I'm just feeling good is when I can get my best working because I'm the most motivated.
Oh, hell yeah. Yeah.
Huh.
That is true. That's the thing though. When I'm doing this, like when I'm doing shit like this, my mental health is.
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean.
But like, I don't even know. Like, I just be feeling
Your mood?
so good.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know why, bro. And when I drink Starbucks, bro, they gotta put something in their coffee, bro. There's like, my friend got me hooked on Starbucks.
Yeah.
Like, I did not know. Like, I see why people be lining up now, but it's just so like after I drink a Starbucks coffee, I'm in a good mood.
I think it's a mix of like the sugar and the caffeine. What do you drink from Starbucks? What's your drink?
Listen, I'm going to put you on the best drink from Starbucks. Ice white mocha, sweet cold foam, have them replace the milk with sweet cream, and then get caramel walls.
Get caramel what?
Caramel walls. That's when they put caramel around the
Around the whipped cream?
Nah, no whipped cream. Yeah. Take the whipped cream out. Around like the cup. Like they put it around the cup. Like they lace it
like on the inside they drip it down the sides?
Like the
Interesting.
inside. Listen. Thank me later.
I might have to get that now. It's on video. I'll post it as a reel.
You have to try it. Yeah, that would be a good reel.
I just started coffee not too long ago actually because I was on energy drinks, everything. I didn't start energy drinks until the military or caffeine really. And then I started coffee not too long ago, and you know what I like from Starbucks? It's basically a milkshake. It's the something cookie crumble. It's basically a milkshake, and it is so
Star Crunch or something like that.
I don't know. It's like all I remember is cookie crumble.
But what flavor? What kind of milkshake?
I don't know. Honestly, I think it's just like it's got whipped cream and chocolate and like cookie crumble. I don't know. It's called cookie crumble something, but it's so fucking good.
I never tried anything from Starbucks other than that one drink. I think my my auntie got me that drink one time, and then over the time I just kind of altered it.
Yeah.
I never tried anything else.
Yeah. So we're sort of closing up on time. We don't have too long left. The session ends at midnight. Getting close to that time, you know. So one of the things I always like to ask at the end is if you had one like message or theme, a shout out, anything. If you could say one thing to our audience today, what would you let them know?
What does it have to be though? Like, is it like
anything?
Anything?
If your last words to them, leave them with one thing. It can be multiple things. It can be anything.
Leave them with one thing.
Yeah.
Damn, bro, this is deep.
Yeah. What jumps out of your soul when you out of your hunger, that emotion, anything.
Like, am I saying to them like what?
Yeah. You
I feel like I'm making it harder than what it is.
You can say it straight to them. You can tell them.
But it could just be anything.
Yeah, I can go first.
Yeah, go ahead.
Because
you
know
first,
what?
bro.
I don't think I've ever actually done it. This is the first. If I had to leave y'all with one thing, just right now off the top of my head, I would say stay hungry, stay happy doing what you're doing, enjoy it, take your time, and it's long-term consistency that matters with what you're doing. It's not what you do today. It's not what you do tomorrow. It's what you do over the next 10 years, you know? Rome wasn't built in a day. What matters is that you build the habits that keep you going daily, monthly, yearly, because success will not come fast, you know? There's just no long-term success won't come fast. Like they say, Copy and Stood, it was the last episode. He said it takes 10 years to build an overnight success. So long-term consistency.
I need to hear that. Well, dang, since you left him with that one, I'm just going to say, I don't even know. I guess let me Cameron.
Yeah, give him the little look.
If I had to leave, what is it? How do you pronounce? What did you say?
If you just had like one last thing, one thing you wanted to leave him with.
Okay. For everybody that watched this video, thank you. But if I had one last thing that I had to leave the audience with, I will say, you are loved. You're an amazing person. Don't forget to take care of yourself. Don't forget to look after yourself. That's the same thing. I don't know, man. I was put on the spot like that. Like, dang.
Yeah.
If I wanted to leave you with something, let me think of if I had to if I want to leave my brother or one of my sisters with something, it's like, don't depend on anybody. Be independent. Do it yourself. Don't wait on nobody. There's no need for that. Nobody's going to come and save you. You got to put the work in yourself.
Facts. You got to jump on that. Hell yeah. Well, shit, man. Could you, for people who are like listening, not at the video or anything like that, might be driving, something like that, could you say your socials out? Your Instagram,
okay,
everything.
You can find me on Instagram, Spotify, Apple Music, Facebook, under 2K Kenny. 2K space KENNY.
Hell yeah. Everything there?
I got a new song coming out, new single called Diablo, dropping February 20th. Make sure you tune in. Let me give him a little preview. Has anybody gave a preview on your show before?
I don't think so.
All right. I don't know if this is, you know what I'm saying? I don't got no auto-tune now.
So we can play it. We can play it
if you want. Bad, we might have to cut it off, though. Yeah, I will use the regular one, but it goes something like this. Diablo, hey, I just want to get you by my side, slide where you wanna. Nobody's ever gonna teach you like I'm gonna. I can get you right. Light skin Puerto Rican, Mama see the bonita, I see ya. And I know you love them shots of tequila.
Damn.
You feel me?
You got a good ass voice.
Thanks, bro.
That's crazy. Without no audition, that's on fire, actually.
Yeah, it's heat, bro. I can't wait for it to come out.
Damn, hell yeah, I fuck with that.
Thanks, bro.
All right, thank you everybody for tuning in. 2K Kenny, follow him. Links are gonna be all in the description. Check out his channel on Instagram. Check out his everything. Listen to his music, support him, give him a follow. Follow him on Spotify, Instagram, everything. Listen to the music, stream it a whole bunch. Support him, comment, share, everything. If you like the video, you can leave a comment. If you have any suggestions, any questions, anything like that, you can leave a like, and I really appreciate those.
Make sure you like the video, man.
And thank you. Hey, I appreciate it. Tune in next time. I hope that you're liking the content we're making and everything. Really appreciate the support. Have a good one.
Legit, bro.
Sweet. Hell yeah. I fucked with that. That was fire.
Shit, legit. Oh, yeah, let me play it for you.